Ryan Howard, LaTroy Hawkins, two former big leaguers. LaTroy, you served as part of the coaching staff. Ryan, did you go deep again?
I did.
Duh.
I did. It was a lot of fun being able to get out there and just getting out there with everybody. We just enjoyed ourselves and ran into one.
LaTroy, how about all the celebs? I mean, who was the celeb that surprised you with their baseball prowess?
I think Matt Barnes surprised me. He's an retired NBA player and has his own podcast, All the Smoke. And, you know, he was on my team, and he made a great play at shortstop, and he went deep. So he surprised me the most.
We just walked on the field an hour and a half ago. We had never seen it completely pristine while keeping the history of the Negro Leagues. What's your impression of it?
They did a great job. I heard this field wasn't terrible, but it was in bad shape, and he came out here and made it, respectable and playable again. So you can't beat that.
Talk about the impact Willie Mays had on your career, thinking about him and today at Rickwood.
I think the impact with Willie is, I think everybody wanted to be Willie.
Yeah.
You know, he was the total package. Like, he could hit home runs, he could steal bases, play defense, play the game hard, play the game the right way. Even though, he was still the generation ahead of me, I always would hear those stories and watch the clips of Willie going out there and doing what he was able to do. So in a range of ways, it was always wanting to somewhat be like Willie Mays growing up.
Did you guys ever have a chance to interact with Willie, LaTroy?
You must have, right?
I did. I had a chance to hang out with the Say Hey Kid when I was traded to the Giants in '05. And when I walked in the clubhouse, he was sitting in Uncle Murph's office.
Yep.
Murph. And, over the course of the time I was there, just getting a chance to talk to him, listen to his stories. And he was my grandfather's favorite player. My grandfather's a little older than Willie, and one day I was telling him that, he was like, let's call your grandfather. So my grandfather had a chance to talk to Willie Mays on the phone, and it was just amazing. Like, I'd never seen him that happy before up until that point.
LaTroy, as a center fielder, I mean, you're obviously a former pitcher, but in Willie's day, he was sometimes calling pitches, he was moving the defense. I mean, he was controlling things as a center field. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, as a former pitcher, what would you think if your center fielder wielded so much power there on the diamond?
For me, I'd have been excited about it because his baseball IQ was here and everybody else's was here. So when you got a guy like that, you let him be himself.
We get to honor his contemporaries here tonight at Rickwood Field, and we've talked to some of the players that played in the Negro League. Some went on to Major League careers. Some never did. This is their moment that we get to recognize. Have you talked to any of the players who played in the Negro Leagues and their impressions and expectations of tonight?
The guys are excited. They're super excited because this is their childhood ballpark right here. They're just excited about it and extremely appreciative that Major League Baseball would come here and put together this event in honor of them.
And Ryan, you personally invited them. You invited them.
Yeah.
You delivered the message.
Oh, man, it was an absolute honor. Being able to come and be invited into their homes, just seeing the joy on their faces, just knowing that they're going to be recognized. The joy that it brought me.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I was able to go in there and personally thank them for what they were able to do, because without them, there would be no Ryan Howard. There would be no LaTroy Hawkins. So I just wanted to be able to express that gratitude, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to pass it along to them.
And you're shaping the next generation. You're very involved in the youth of our game. We talk a lot about youth baseball. Why is it so important to you?
It's just important because, giving our kids an opportunity, giving them a chance to play the great game that, I love, Ryan Howard loves, and the guys in the Negro League, they built this bridge that myself and Ryan and other guys get to cross, and we want to continue to pass that torch to the next generation.
You had a chance to just be in London with the Phillies. I mean, the game is doing these awesome little spectacle like Field of Dreams, London, now Rickwood honoring Willie Mays. I think as former players, we're able to see the entertainment product now a little bit differently. You would have loved an opportunity to play in something like this.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. As you mentioned, London, coming here, especially coming here with this being such hallowed grounds, the history behind everything with this ballpark, the caliber of players that step foot on this field, to be able to then put your name alongside them and saying, hey, I got the opportunity to play on this field, the same field that Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, I mean, as a player, those are the things that you dream about.
Would you be just, I don't know, the wind's blowing in. I don't know if you're just going to flip one out to left here. You might have to go pull side.
Well, you know, it's right now I can't find that left field. You know, we're just turn and burn. So, you know, whatever it is, we're just going to turn and burn on it.